Hello everyone and welcome to this quick guide to enlighten you on how best to create wet sessions within KartSim. With the karting season coming to a close and winter testing beginning to ramp up to help you prepare for your next year's racing season, KartSim can be the perfect addition to your regime. Especially here in the UK, winter testing is often plagued with poor weather, at best simply ruining your race gear or at worst bringing a halt to proceedings entirely, wasting both your time and your money whilst also stunting your growth as a driver. There is also the potential to cause damage to your kart, or more importantly to yourself, if you run out of talent in those treacherous conditions. But with KartSim, these issues will never be a factor. However, you do need to get yourself used to racing in these tricky conditions, as it's unlikely to be sunny skies when next season does begin, and KartSim can help with that. So, to create wet sessions within KartSim, firstly, you'll need to open your copy of rFactor 2 and head through to the single player mode. The first area that you'll need to decide upon is which sessions you would like to complete: practice, qualifying, or racing. You can choose 1, 2, or 3 of these options. The choice is yours depending on your testing regime and what you need to improve upon as a driver. Once this is all decided, you can now make the decision on whether you would like AI drivers involved in your session, how many of them there are, their strength, their aggression, and their limiter, which is the difference between the fastest and slowest AI driver on the track. Further details on how to edit these settings can be found in our How to Change AI Settings guide over on our YouTube channel. Once these areas have all been sorted, we can focus on getting the weather just right. Head into the desired sessions settings, and this opens up a wide array of weather options. Here you're able to edit how the weather changes throughout the session. Are you wanting to go from wet to dry? We can do that. Are you wanting to go from dry to wet, then back to dry again? We can do that. Wanting to go from a slight bit of precipitation to a full-blown thunderstorm? We can do that. Or are you wanting to have a dry practice, then go into a wet qualifying, and then have a race that goes from wet to dry? We can do that as well. The possibilities are truly endless, and this customizability allows for you to practice in every potential eventuality, meaning that you're prepared for whatever the weather ends up throwing at you when you get out on the real life track next season. No matter the length of time that you choose for the session at hand, it is always split into 5 weather sections. As part of these sections in the sessions settings screen, you can change the general weather conditions for each section, the chance of rain for each section, the humidity for each section, the air temperature for each section, and the wind speed and wind direction for each section. These will help to manipulate each input on the simulator to create the desired outputs for your testing regime. But here is the key piece of information that you must not forget. To properly simulate wet conditions, you must change the real road wet setting. This will likely be showing as default when you first edit a session, but otherwise it will be shown as a percentage. 0% is bone dry, not a single drop on the tarmac, and 100% makes the track into basically one big puddle, with lots of standing water and extremely low levels of grip. The real road wet setting can be edited 5% of the time, so simply toggle this to get to the correct level of grip that you desire for whatever it is that you're specifically working upon. At the point at which you feel that you have got all of these settings to the correct levels for your needs, click Start Racing and dive into the session. Once the session has loaded, depending on the weather that you have selected, you can now switch between slick and wet tyres. Simply click Setup, head to the Wheels and Tyres section denoted by the wheel graphic, and then click between dry and wet tyres for both the front and rear set. Now you are ready to head out onto the virtual track and enjoy your winter testing from the comfort of your own home. As I briefly mentioned earlier, we have plenty more in-depth videos over on the KartSim YouTube channel, covering the specifics of the AI settings and the specifics of the weather settings, and I'll place the links for both of these guides in the description of this video for you to watch at your leisure. Well, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this quick guide detailing how to maximize your winter testing using KartSim by setting up perfect simulations of wet weather sessions. If you have any further questions, be sure to let us know in the comments below, and also don't forget to follow all of the KartSim social media channels so that you don't miss any of our future helpful guide videos. We wish you the best for your winter testing, and we'll see you out on that virtual track soon.